Turning our attention to the Mexican national team now, Herc, where Santiago Giménez continues to light it up since his move to Europe, going from Cruz Azul to Feyenoord in the Dutch top flight. The goals are the good news. There's also some bad news. Last week, Giménez scored a brace coming off the bench in a Europa League defeat. One of the goals was via penalty, a penalty he was apparently not supposed to take. Feyenoord captain Orkun Kökcü saying he was disappointed in Giménez, who had, quote, disobeyed him as captain. There's been a big reaction in Netherlands to this, Herc. Are you cool with Santiago Giménez's actions with his new team?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. let me tell you why.
Really?
Let me tell you why. And I will tell you why, okay?
I'm surprised.
Orkun Kökcü, the captain, if you see the video, he didn't fight him very hard to give him the ball, okay? And as a 9, what you want to do, especially when you're going to go play the Europa League, when you're going to debut in one of the biggest competitions in the world, that for you might be a dream, is you want to make a good impression. You want to gain confidence with your new team. So as a 9, you need goals. Penalty kicks are usually freebies for those 9s. Usually money, usually 100%. And that's what he did. That goal also gave him the confidence for, guess what? Goal number 2 that would come later. So I'm cool with it because the captain didn't fight too hard. And I'm also assuming and understanding that Santiago Giménez, just because of everything I've seen from him, either one of two things. It was made very clear that there are no hierarchies. So the coach didn't say, this guy takes it, or on the board it wasn't, that guy takes it, and decided, I should take it. And number 2, he made it. So if you're the captain, what's worse, doing that or publicly airing this type of thing for all to see? It's embarrassing for the captain that he would have to go to the public or the press on this. You could have just pulled the player aside and talked to him, and that would have been it. But you felt the need to publicly expose this type of dirty laundry. This is more on the captain than it is Santi Giménez. You're a 9. You're a goal scorer. That's what you want to do. And as the captain, what do you want? You want to score the goal. He scored the goal.
I would have thought that you, as a former player, would tell us everything that was wrong with this interaction, having been in the locker room, that he had crossed some line, broken some rule. The captain does claim that there was a list, that the manager does have a list. The captain was number 1 on that list, so it was his penalty to take. What will his teammates think? Because he's not just ineffective, if you want to believe the captain kind of disobeying him.
His teammates also think he's a sucker. The captain's a sucker for letting the
coach. What will the coach say, Herc?
That's what the teammates are going to think if that's really how it went down. You let a 21-year-old kid take the ball from you and you're a captain?
What does the manager think about Giménez disobeying him?
Let me tell you something about this, okay? I had a situation like this, exactly like this happen with me, Chivas versus Santos, okay? I scored an early goal. We're still down 2-1. Came on at halftime, scored a goal. Last minute of the game, okay? Penalty kick, our favor. Nobody wants to take the penalty. I just scored a goal. I go and take the penalty, okay? I end up missing the penalty against Chivas last second of the game. The coach kills me to the press. Publicly airs out everything like he wasn't on the list. He wasn't designated taker. I ate it, no problem. Next day at training, I go into his office and I reamed him out. I called him a sucker. I said, I can't believe this is how you would react to the press. This guy didn't want to take it. That guy didn't want to take it. He didn't want to take it. I was the only one with the stones to take it. And you know who misses those? The guys with the stones to take it. It's not always as cut and dry, Seb. It's not always black and white. Here's your list. Sometimes on the field, you got guys who shy away.
Buried in all this is the success Santiago Giménez is having. 5 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, all in less than 100 minutes, and all, Herc, without a start yet for Feyenoord. He is by far Mexico's hottest number 9 at the moment. And here's the makeup on Instagram. Captain and striker back together. Herc, are you buying it? All good?
Yeah, I mean, the captain's, he's soft, man. I got to talk to Dennis de Close. Like, what? This is ridiculous.
All right, let's run it back, L3 style. And we'll actually start with Santiago Giménez, the aforementioned, who scored a goal over the weekend in Feyenoord's 3-0 win over Sparta Rotterdam. There you see it, came in the 73rd minute. It's the local derby there for Feyenoord, and as mentioned, that's now 4 goals since arriving in Europe for the ex-Cruz Azul man, Santiago Giménez. And after the big win over their local rivals, Giménez spoke to ESPN.
Pues yo la verdad me he sentido en casa desde que llegué. Me han recibido muy bien la afición. No solo porque he marcado goles, sino desde antes de que marcara goles ya la afición me hizo sentir en casa y les agradezco mucho y espero poder regresárselo con esto, con muchos goles.
Por último, ¿está todo bien con Kökcü entonces?
Sí, no, o sea, no fue nada grave. Yo creo que los medios por ahí lo hicieron un poco más grande de lo que fue, pero siempre estuvimos excelentes.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.